everybody, it's the media junkie from the culture of pop. How y'all doing? Hey everybody, it's the media junkie from the culture of pop. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing awesome, fantastic, and absolutely wonderful. I come at you today with another Letterboxd. We will now officially be caught up when I'm done with this one. I'm actually catching up with this one. It'll be January. We're in February now, so I'm still kind of, it's February. When I'm doing this, it's like February 12th or something, or like that. I don't know. Sorry, I had a burp going there. Yeah, so we're right in the middle of February, so then I'll get February's out right after in March, and we're all caught up. We're caught up, all right? Consider this one caught up. So let's go into January. Let's see what we watched on Letterboxd and, not watched on Letterboxd, on the various streaming services. But Letterboxd is what helps. If you don't know Letterboxd, guys, get it today. It's spelled Letterbo. I always screw it up. XD, I think. Is that it? BOXD. Yeah, I always screw up the end. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't have an E in the end. Anyway, yeah, check it out, man, and you can check out my my thing up at the top. I'll show you later. We're not over the screen yet, but anyway, starting on December. Let's get started. What am I waiting on right now? Anyway, starting last time I didn't switch over, and then I had to edit all of it, and it was a whole bunch of crap. So let's get started with Roofman. I should start it up here, I guess, so you guys don't see everything. So there's some surprises. Roofman was on the 1st of January. I watched it on New Year's Day, I think. Some of these I said maybe are a day or two apart. In other words, I might have watched them the day before, but I logged it the next day. I don't usually go as far as, I'm sorry, I'm on my microphone, or my headphones. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, we're going to jam here. All right, anyway, Roofman. Okay, as far as Roofman goes, I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. I did end up liking this movie. I thought I would. I knew I would. Who doesn't like Channing Tatum? He's always either really funny, really serious, does a good job acting. I think he's been through it all. But I did like this one. I kind of realized why it wasn't like a big hit, because it's a little serious. It does have some comedic things in it. It's got a nice romance. But the Roofman guy, he's kind of a bad character. He still does bad stuff. I don't want to spoil that for you. He's still a thief, and he's caught up in some bad stuff, and then he does some other bad stuff. So it's not a great character complex. I don't know. But you guys get in there in the comment section, tell me what you thought of it, because I do want to know why it kind of failed. It wasn't a huge hit, and I thought with Channing Tatum in it and the story, everybody was obsessed with the story. But I don't know. You guys tell me. Roofman, yeah, I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Wasn't too shabby. Then we go up for Beastie Boys story. This is on Apple TV. I had never seen this before, and I wanted to give my kids, especially my daughter, a little hint of some Beastie Boys knowledge, and so I played this for him. My daughter didn't end up liking it. I don't think I'm ever going to get her into Beastie Boys. Just maybe 1 or 2 songs, but I don't know. But my son liked it, and he likes Beastie Boys, so that was cool. And this was cool for me to see, because there was a lot of stuff I didn't see, and it was put on. If you haven't seen this, it's like put on by the other 2 members, Mike D and Adam Yauk. Anyway, it's put on by the other 2 members, and who ended up, MCA passed away. That's right. And they told the story of the Beastie Boys like on stage by showing clips and stuff like that too, but also telling it in like a story sense, like a Broadway thing. And I thought that was pretty cool, especially for like a movie or whatever. It's probably a documentary more than that. Next up is Christy. Loved Christy. 5 out of 5 stars. Man, Sydney Sweeney kicking some ass in this thing. This is a movie that I didn't know anything about. I just knew she was a boxer. I knew she was Sydney Sweeney. I like Sydney Sweeney, don't we all? And I thought this would be a good role for her. I'm not into some of her other roles, like the Eden one. I wasn't into that crap. There was another one that I was like, eh. But this one I was like, okay, female boxer. Turns out I ended up knowing who she was. Not personally, but because I used to watch boxing a long time ago. But I know who she was, but I didn't know her story at all, one bit. And if you don't know her story, and I'm not going to spoil it, it's heartbreaking, and at the same time, it's brave, and it's just, oh man, it's a battle, and it's awesome. This is what I call Lifetime movie on steroids. This was really good. I really like this. 5 out of 5. Next up is The Best You Can. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. It took me a while to kind of pay attention to it. It is good. It's got Kevin Bacon in it and his real life wife, Kira Sedgwick. They are very good in it. Who else is in it? Judd Hirsch is in it. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. It's not great. It's just like, if Kevin Bacon and somebody else wasn't in it, like his real life wife, then I would just kind of be like, I probably would give it a 1 or 2. But with those two in it, it's pretty good. It's worth your watch if you like a good romantic movie, family-esque type thing. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. This was my daughter's pick. I gave it, of course, 2.5 stars. I don't know what I gave the first one when my daughter forced me to watch that one, but I think it was more than 2.5 stars. I didn't like this one. I didn't care about it. I didn't give a shit. It's just not a great movie. Now, I'll give it a little bit for the funness and for the effectiveness of it, of, being a sequel to Five Nights at Freddy's, which I kind of do know some of the lore. So that was kind of neat, and I don't like to downgrade anybody, but 2.5 out of 5 stars. That's not good for me. And then we go up to Bernie, which I wanted kids to see this because they hadn't seen this and they hadn't seen. This is one of the first Jack Black roles where he's really serious in it. He's kind of not Jack Black. I mean, you can still tell he's Jack Black, but it's a true story about a man who courted a older woman for a long time and ended up getting a bunch of her money. And I wanted to say, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Well, anyway, he ends up stealing a bunch of her money and stuff. But I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But it is a good movie. It's funny. It's very, very interesting the way things done, and very interesting. If this character actually acted this way in real life, man, he would have got me too. I don't know. But it's a good movie, especially a good Jack Black movie. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Next one on is Still of the Night. Wanted to watch this one. I mentioned this in a trailer, how Meryl Streep could have, at this point in time in her career, 1982, she could have went two ways. She could have went to be the blonde bombshell that is a ditzy actress or whatever and just is gorgeous and gets by on her looks, or she could have went on and become this famous, huge actress, which is what she did. But man, I have never seen her, and I usually don't talk about this kind of stuff because I have a daughter, but she is the best looking she ever was in her life in this movie. She is gorgeous. And it's an all right movie. It's not bad. I gave it 3.5 stars. I love 70s movies. I love Roy Scheider, which is the main reason I watched it. I'm not really a fan of Meryl Streep, but man, this movie knocked me out with her beautiful looks. Anyway, this is an all right movie, kind of a mystery noir thriller type thing, and it wasn't as mysterious as I thought, but it was a good watch, especially for 70s people. She Rides Shotgun is the next one up. I'm going a little too high. Really like this one. Really like this one. This is another one that I will give high praise to. What did I give it here? 5 out of 5. Yeah, I really did like this thing. It's basically about, I'm going to tell you, it's about a little girl going on a rampage, or not a rampage, but like on a trip with her father where he has to defend her and do some things that he didn't anticipate. I won't tell you why at the beginning. I'm not going to tell you anything more about it because it'll ruin it. But I'm telling you, it's one of the saddest movies. The look on the little girl's face at the end of the movie, which they stick on through some of the credits, is one of the most sad faces and most well done acting by a little kid that I've ever seen in my life. My heart broke at the end for her. It just broke into like two pieces, and I just wanted to weep. Just her look on her face just did it. It's one of the best endings I've ever seen to a movie, and just made me feel like I was like inside with her, and I was like, oh God, this is horrible. But very good. She Rides Shotgun. Another one was Are We There Yet? Yes, I did watch this on purpose. I watched this with this is my daughter's pick because she said I hadn't seen it before. 2.5 stars, man. I like my Ice Cube in NWA or doing his own shit. This is all right. We all know why these actors and musicians and stuff do these movies. They want to do them for their kids, and that's fine. It's not like Ice Cube was saying he was coming out hard with this one or anything. But it's not bad. It's a fun little family film, and I can see why people did like it. But it just too much silliness for me. I know I sound stupid when I say that, but whatever. It's just too silly for me. Chippendale's Rescue Rangers, as I say when I give 5 out of 5 stars to Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Never heard of this movie. saw how it was done, knew that it was done. There was all these different animation styles, so I said, I've got to see this. This looks amazing. This is the kind of stuff I do like when it comes to kid movies or animation. This is not just a kid movie. This is very much an adult movie. Anybody who grew up on Rescue Rangers, which I didn't, but this movie, like I said, it's got so many different kinds of animation styles in it, even down to the Muppets, or I mean, in everything, and it's so awesome the way they do it, and the characters are so funny. Tim Robinson as the Ugly Sonic is awesome. If you're I think you can leave now. Is that what it's called? You should leave now. I always forget the name of it. Anyway, if you're a Tim Robinson fan, see it for that alone. Anyway, yeah, Chippendales Rescue Rangers. I did give it 5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was very inventive. I'm surprised I didn't see it when it first came around. All right. Next one is my son. Be Kind Rewind. This is one I hadn't seen in a while. I even bought it for him, I think, or we bought it together. I don't remember. I was like, I don't have it, and we can rent it, and then we bought it. So I forgot how much fun this movie is. And if you worked in a retail video store like me, or any video store like me, for like the specific time in my life, like almost 8 years, this brings back so much. It does. And when I watched it, I was like, this is so much what I remember about watching this movie and being that. It was just, this is an amazing movie. It is great. It is very awesome. I was past working in a movie theater by then, but I kind of understood a lot about it, and just the heart and soul and the passion that went in this. Very good. Very good. Everybody's good in it, and it's a really good, inventive, imaginative movie, especially for something that came out back then. Shattered is the next one. Wanted to watch this. I found out it was on Tubi. I'm starting to like Tubi because they have some old movies that I used to like. And I remember I used to love this movie. I used to watch it when it was on somewhere, HBO or something, a lot. And it's a good movie. It's got Tom Berenger in it. I don't remember who else is in it. Tom Berenger's really good in it. And it's got a really good twist ending. You probably already know it. Who else? Bob Hoskins is in it. He plays the detective. Joanne Whaley, which would have been Val Kilmer's wife. Not yet, but anyway, it's really good. Check it out. Shattered. It's on Tubi. 3.5 stars out of 5. I think it's a great one from the 80s or 90s, early 90s, late 80s. Hercules. This was my daughter's pick. 5 out of 5 stars. You cannot get rid of. As much as I say I don't like animated films, when I start going back to those 90 ones that I took my kids to see in the movie theaters, you can't get better than that. You still can't. I'm sorry, you can't. Hercules was amazing. I just watched Aladdin a few months ago. It was amazing. Not like the original Aladdin. And these movies are amazing. They have that 90s feel to it. They have kind of like a 2D feel, not as 3D as today's animated films. And it's kind of like, you know that these were done back in the day. Anyway, I loved it. 5 out of 5. Song Sung Blue, of course. What do I got to say about this? 5 out of 5 stars. This was way far better than it had any right to be. When I saw this come out, I was so excited to do a trailer reaction on it. But then, as I thought about it, I'm thinking, what is this going to be like? Is this going to be real hunky, or real hunky? He's real hunky. Is it going to be real corny? That's what I was thinking. I'm trying to think of real corny and stuff like that, or is it going to be like going to do some justice? And it does justice to Neil Diamond, and especially if you're a Neil Diamond fan. If you get tired of hearing play Cracklin' Rosie, this is the movie for you. If you're a Neil Diamond fan, if you get tired of hearing about his 1 or 2 hits like America and saying he's got thousands of other hits, why don't you pay? Then this is the movie for you. This really brought out the Neil Diamond experience as they wanted to do. It feels like, as they say in the movie, a Neil Diamond interpretation, a Neil Diamond experience. It's really awesome. I wish I could have seen this show back in the day. It's got some heartbreaking stuff in it too, which I thought was really important, and that's why I couldn't believe how far the movie went. I cried the second time at the end. The first time I didn't, but the second time I cried. My mom cried at the end of it. She's a huge Neil Diamond fan. I love this movie, guys. I love it. Go see it. Even if you're just a rock fan, or even if you're just like a not family, but family, yeah, because it's family, but even a romance film. It's a great romantic story. It really is. It's awesome. Don't miss it. Song Sung Blue, guys. Next was my son. He put out War Dogs. He put it out. Gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Saw it back in the day. I like this movie. It's really good. Jonah Hill just really coming up himself in this one. Same with Miles Teller, for that matter. They were really... I forgot Anna de Armas was in it. She's been around for a long time. Bradley Cooper, I forgot, was in it. Just a lot. I mean, look at that actor. Look at that cast. I mean, just a lot of good cast members. And like I said, Miles Teller and Jonah Hill, excellent job. He did like a little bit of this same character in not Moneyball. What was the other one? I'm trying to think, not the other one. I'm thinking. Anyway, all right, he's good. Jonah Hill's good. I love Jonah Hill. I feel like sometimes I'm doing a little kid show on here, the way I yammer on about stuff. All right, Waltzing with Brando. This is one I reviewed. I reacted to this trailer like 6 or 7 months ago at least. Long time ago. Waiting for this to come out. Finally came out on streaming. I really did like this movie. I gave it 3.5 stars. He did at least a recognizable enough that it did seem like Brando, especially when he's in the Godfather stuff, which he's not really in it that much as the Godfather, but there's like, a few scenes and it's pretty cool. But the rest of it felt like Brando. You got that sense of Brando and how crazy he was, which he was just batshit, man. But there were people that followed him, people loved him, and he did care for a lot of people, and it's shown in this. It's shown that he wasn't more than just a crazy man. There was stuff that he was trying to figure out also, like within nature and stuff like that. But yeah, there's enough showing to just a little bit how zany his type of mind was. And John Heder plays the guy helping him out, which I think was a great casting choice. Amazing. Especially since I just saw him in Topo Wingo as Napoleon Dynamite 2 is what I'm calling it. But anyway, he was great in this movie. Really, really good. So yeah, Waltzing with Brando. Next one was Interstellar. Hated this, couldn't stand it. Gave it 1 star. I couldn't believe I wasted 3 hours of my life. Please, everybody stop recommending this movie to me now. I couldn't stand it, guys. I'm sorry. I was so bored. I told you before, space movies bore me sometimes. I just can't get into all that. And this was a lot of shit where I didn't probably understand it. My neurodivergent brain, not neurodivergent brain, my whatever. My brain was not focused on it or whatever. I don't know, but I was so bored. This is not my type of space movie. And man, I freaking love, what's his name? Matthew McConaughey. But I did not like this. One that I thought I was not going to like was Springsteen. Deliver Me From Nowhere. Ended up loving it. Sorry. 4 to 5 stars. This is my daughter's choice, and she saw it at the movie theater. She liked it, and she told me I would probably like it. I am not a Springsteen fan at all. I never have been. With the exception of Born in the USA album, like every other American. That was about it. Like the 80s stuff that was hits. Never really got into Nebraska, but I remember my dad had Nebraska on, what do you call it? 8-track. But I don't think we really listened to it like once or twice. But it was a good movie. It was, even if I didn't like Springsteen, which I don't, it was still a really good movie. It was. I was really delighted with it. I thought, what's his name, did a really good job. Now I can see what his name is, Jeremy Allen White. I thought Jeremy Allen White did a good job, who's playing that Grogu that we saw in the trailer today or yesterday or whenever. Anyway, or not, he's not playing Grogu. He's playing Grogu, dude. Jeremy Allen White's playing Grogu. No, he's playing one of the Hutt brothers or whatever. The Kane Mutiny. This was my son's decision, man, and it worked out. I've seen this movie a million times in my library, at Hollywood Video when I worked there, at Blockbuster, at Family. Every video store I've been in has had the Kane Mutiny. I've heard the Kane Mutiny talked about 1,000 times. I've never thought to even watch it. Never. I'm just not into those older movies, especially like 60s and stuff like that. But man, I watched this and I loved it. And this was my son's pick. I'm telling you again and again, he picks eclectic, weird movies that I've never seen that really surprise me every time. I love this movie. I thought this movie was amazing, especially for the time it was done. Humphrey Bogart's amazing in it. Who else was in it that was amazing? Oh, Fred McMurray, of course, is always good. Van Johnson. There's a lot of good people in this. And this is a really good movie, guys, especially if you're looking for like a Navy movie or a military operation movie. Yeah, really good. Even for its time period, very surprising and very good. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, man. I loved it. Now, unfortunately, on January 31st, I watched Clifford. All right, so I've seen the memes. This will be the end of it, too, for today. You guys that want to leave early can. I've seen the memes. I've seen the little clips of Clifford, and I remember when it came out, I thought, oh, God. I didn't like Martin Short. I did in SCTV, but his sillier stuff that he did when he went to Saturday Night Live, I didn't like as much. I wasn't a huge fan of Grimley. He was all right. But I was more of a fan of his like character work and stuff like that. But man, when I saw this and he's going to be a little kid and me and my friends made fun of it horribly. Look at this piece of shit. So after seeing the clips so many times, especially the one where Charles Grodin's yelling at me, "Can't you be a real boy?" And he's like doing all that silly stuff. It started to make me laugh. So here we are in the year of our Lord 2000. what was this, 25? Yes, it was the day before we went to 20. No, I'm sorry, January. Anyway, it was 2026, 31st of January. I watched Clifford finally. And I'm telling you what, I did pay attention. There was a lot of I didn't. Dabney Coleman was in it. I forgot about that. He was really good. You know, I love Dabney Coleman. But this movie was funny. I'd probably watch it again if I was drunk or if we were drinking, you know, and that's about it. But it's not bad. It's not as bad as I thought and as bad as we made fun of. And Martin Short comes across as pretty damn convincing as this, however old he's supposed to be. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, so I did give it, what did I give it? Did I give it anything? Maybe I did. Oh my God, I didn't even grade it. You guys are going to be here first. What do I give it, guys? I'm going to say 3. We'll say 3. I can't believe this isn't graded. All right, we're grading it a 3. Because I did like it. It was silly, and I would watch it again. All right, so you just saw how I grade stuff right there, guys. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed being with me. I hope you enjoyed watching me tell these foolish stories about when I watch these movies and tell the foolish stories behind why I watch them and all that kind of stuff. I didn't really do a lot of that today, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed me telling you about what I watched and what we watched as a family too, and all that good fun stuff. Otherwise, I hope you guys come back for each one of these Letterboxd. I try to make them as quick as I can. Nobody wants to sit here and watch all this, and especially when it's me rambling on. As usual, I've said before, I do not edit, so yeah, you get what you get. Anyway, guys, I'm glad that you were here. I am the Media Junkie. Thanks for everything. And please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And speaking of that, we only need 4 more subscribers as of this video. 4 more subscribers to get to 500. And that's what we're looking for by April 15th of 2026, because that'll be our 2-year anniversary here. And we want to celebrate that and get to 500. Then we want 1,000 by 2026. Yeah, I know, we're crazy. We're insane. Anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Doing marvelous today. I'm doing splentastic.